sign?
Yes. If a catastrophe were imminent, it would naturally be preceded by a sign.
It can't be. Convey these orders to all troops. Pull the front line back to the Bionis arm. All units, withdraw from the front at once!
Sir, are you sure? Victory's in our hands, Your Highness. We must strike the final blow.
Do you not realize where we are?
Sir?
Listen to me. We are on the sword of the Mechonis!
Calm down! Calm down!
It's moving!
Are we too late? Melia, be safe. All units retreat! Immediately! The Mechonis is about to awaken!
Damn it! I was counting on you, runt.
What's happening?
It's like we're floating in midair.
Fiora, are you doing this?
Lady Mechonis, you have awakened once more.
This light. Was it you who saved us when we fell from the fortress? Mechonis, where's Fiora?
It's okay. I'm here too. After all that occurred at the fortress, my soul was exhausted. But I was revived by the cry of a young Holmes, by his wish to protect you all. Gado. If he had not acted as a shield, I would have been unable to save you. I am sorry.
Gado saved us. Now he's...
The Mechonis! Where's Egil?
Shug, do you hear it? The awakening of the Mechonis. This is my pain. The pain of my people, echoing through the millennia.
The Mechonis arm!
Fall to your deaths, worthless insects!
Stop this! Callian and the others are still on the sword! Our friends are going to die! Stop!
I'll kill him! That murdering monster is gonna pay!
Atharon!
Fiora?
Sorry, I can't do it.
Fiora! That hurts. Where are we?
That was a close one, but we made it.
Alvis.
You are aboard Junks, the Machina ship.
It was he who informed us that you were in danger. I'm glad we found you in time.
Thank you.
Hey! What a stroke of luck! You're still alive!
Dixon!
So you were unable to stop Egil. Sorry, Father. I have failed you. Vanea, there's no need to apologize.
So, what do we do now? At this rate, that blasted Egil's gonna destroy Bionis.
Alvis, what happened to the Allied force?
I informed His Highness of the possibility that the Mechonis would awaken. His Highness is wise. He will have acted to minimize casualties.
That's good.
Brother. There is still time.
Fiora? No, you're...
So it is her.
The Mechonis and I exist as one. Egil is using ether energy absorbed from the Bionis to force it to move. There is still time before the Mechonis fully adapts to the ether.
Egil is at the core of the Mechonis. He will be controlling the Mechonis from there. Only by destroying the core will you be able to stop the Mechonis.
But how are we to get there? The Mechonis capital is destroyed.
Father, how much remaining energy does Junks have?
Don't worry. I made sure to fill her up.
On the back of the Mechonis is a huge cooling duct. We should be small enough to enter the control core section via the duct's heat transfer conduits. Junks can take us as far as the duct.
You have our gratitude. We must go there at once.
Then let's get a move on. This one's for Gaddo.
Here, here.
Too right. Gaddo's wishes live on through me. We will fight to the end.
So that's where you've been hiding. Then I guess it's almost time to finish this.
When you are ready to depart for the Mechonis, let my father know. I will prepare the vessel.
Understood.
Oi! Look at that! What the...
There is little time left. We must stop Egil this time. It is in your hand, Shulk.
I know.
That's not a side to wake up to. I don't know what is. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In last episode, we took the fight at the Egil, but we didn't get too far. He's activated the Mechonis, so we are gonna need some time. Shulk, yes, he's right behind you. What a sight. Now, we have a lot of work to do. And by work, I mean a lot of work. First of all, can I just rant just for a brief minute? It won't take too much of your time. But what did we see in last episode? We saw the fight with Egil, etc., etc. We saw Gaddo, who was being tortured for God knows how long by Egil, being controlled by him, forced to attack Homs and ergo their Sharla, struggled to find himself again, sacrificed himself, and died for Sharla. Which, keep in mind, Gaddo was Sharla's fiance. You know, probably one of the closest connections that we've seen, at least on the word basis, throughout this game. Your fiance died, and when you talk about discussing avenging him after you've recently literally just lost it, how do you respond with? Too right. Yeah, sure, let's avenge my to-be husband who just died in front of my eyes. Too right. What? I have loved the localization team up until this point, but to me, it not only just makes Sharla look like she doesn't matter, but it just makes the connection between Sharla and Gaddo just that less important. I don't know why, it just bugs me.
Yeah.
But there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it, but we cannot get into it right now. Trust me, there is an important reason, and if you are watching it retrospectively after all episodes are done, we'll probably put a title card here in the video, should we ever get round to it. And by should, I mean we absolutely will. But for now, let us go back, and we need to take care of a few things right now.
We just have to ignore that the literal Mechonis is moving for a while.
Yep. But for now, let us get a few things done back home. Because if everyone's gonna come together and take out the Mechonis, then we need to make sure everyone is safe and sound as they possibly can be. And no better time to start than back here. So, if I may, I'm just gonna go literally upstairs. And hopefully I can find the person who I'm talking to, because this could have been accessed from the very beginning of the game, and I kind of feel a bit bad. There's a reason. We have explored a lot of the Bionis. Dixon has, sure Amos has to a point. That girl's running amok. This woman's been around for a little while. Let's see what she wants. Buddy.
Oh, hello.
Please, you must listen. My son went missing years ago, and I think I know where he went. I found something that belonged to him. That's how I know he's gone. He's gone, and he's never coming back. And worst of all, I don't even have his remains to return to Bionis. Could you find his other effects? I'd like to know how far he went. My son said he was aiming to reach the Bionis head. Silly boy. I don't know how far he got, but I'd like it if you found his effects.
We have seen these throughout our journey. One in Tephra Cave, one in the Bionis leg that's at the shrine, and the other in the pool by the marsh.
Thank you most kindly. Accepting my son's fate was hard, but it left me much more at ease. Take care in your own travels.
Oh, hello.
I don't believe it. There's no questioning it. This is my son's armor gun and knife. He saved us so hard to buy them. I remember how he smiled when he changed it to his new armor. I've no choice but to accept it. Nothing will bring my son back, but at least some part of him has returned to the place he grew up. For that, I am very grateful. On behalf of both my son and myself, thank you very much.
Now that quest is complete. I'm not gonna get this because there's literally no need, but it's the thought that counts. However, it does bring me to a point that I love to talk about. What Egil told us, that the Bionis feeds off ether, and what have we been told from the very beginning of the game? What's born from the Bionis is returned to the Bionis. That's the way of the Homs. And I'm just gonna say, because I also have another thing to rant about regarding this one side quest.
Yeah, I think we tried to talk to this girl last time, but she refuses to continue that exclamation point until we up the affinity. So that exclamation point, I think it's gonna be there until we up the affinity, and it's gonna really bother me.
Yep. Okay. Small rant on this small girl. We got the side quest pretty much as soon as we left for Colony 6 at the very beginning of the game. To do this side quest, you need to get two females to a cloud affinity. You don't get Melia until a quarter way through the game, if not halfway through the game. And then you have to build up affinity that's on top of all of the characters in which you need actually to grind in. So this side quest that will be bugging you, you're not going to get done until 60 hours into the game, bare minimum. I have praised this game, I have loved this game regardless of its pacing and efforts to not waste your time, but come on! That's just ridiculous! But these are not the main concerns that I want to bring forth, at least not in this episode. So, if I may, I am just going to get this up for you now, and just not to waste your time. Any side quest, and I do mean literally any side quest, no matter which region, no matter where you are, if they have a clock by them, you need to get them done before advancing through the story any further. And to further not waste your time, I would focus on Alchemoth. That's all I shall say at this moment in time. Havever, though, let us continue on and focus on home right now, because we haven't been back here in a while. I feel like it's time to smosey around with the Colony 9 homies. I'm never saying that word again.
You want to solve the mystery behind the mysterious light? Tongues haven't stopped wagging since it appeared, you know. But I haven't seen it yet. They say it's a fish or maybe a ghost, but I don't believe them. Francois is the one who's always seen it, so you should ask her. I don't know how to pronounce that name, so sorry if I butchered it.
Francois? Is that what you want to say?
Francois?
Fansone? I don't bloody know.
I mean, that C with the squiggly line is like in the word facade, so maybe it's Francoise.
Fancois. Also, Charlotte's checking Betty out. Alright, no ghettos died, but come on. Jesus Christ.
You want to know about the mysterious light, you say? Yes, I wanted to take a look at it the other night. I'm certain it was a fish that glowed like a firefly. It kept on spinning around in the same place. I'm sure its glow was the fish's way of calling its mate. It's very moving, you know. I just remembered Bionis saw it too. Why not talk to him?
You're talking about fish mating right in front of Charlotte after what we just talked about. Sorry, Charlotte, it seems like fish are getting luckier than you. My God. Now, after we get this side quest done, I want to talk about something really, really quick.
Who's there?
You want to know about the glowing fish? Well, it's the talk of the colony. I can see why you're curious, but the question on everyone's lips is why it disappeared. But that fish is, in fact, the legendary firefly fish.
I made it up on the spot.
It's a blue demon. I swear it. I saw it. I call it Sanic. Though it is called a fish, usually can be seen circling the sky. Once every millennium or so, it descends into the lake. Of course, deep enough underwater, it lays its egg upon the lake bed. We witnessed one of the rarest of nature's miracles at work. Just a shame it's all over now.
If you say so, old man.
Are you related to Ernest by chance? Or somehow Bionis translated to absolute guy who talks out of his arse. We call that old man for short.
I'm thankful for the exclamation point because it helps us find Kitty.
What is it?
He moves. He's got an arse. He's got an arse that won't quit. So you think it's the firefly fish that appears once in a millennium? I see. However, there is one small hole in your conclusion. There's no such thing as a firefly fish. You've been had by an old man. Don't believe everything you hear. You should have asked an expert. I'm not saying I'm one of them, but I am. It's simply a lamp. It was dumped with some debris from the attack. Which attack? We've had many. It stayed lit until an eve ran out. I may be an artist, but I'm no fanciful dreamer. Idle fantasy is for young and old. I thought it was Final Fantasy. Either way, we've got a quest complete. While we're going on, we have a choice to make. So let's get on. Basically, this side quest says, do we keep the Ether mythos alive, or do we tell everyone, hey, it's not a fish, it's actually a lamp? there's actually something I want to talk about regarding the cutscene in which the Mechonis awakens and moves his sword. If you couldn't tell by the visuals and everything else, we are of course playing the Definitive Edition of Xenoblade Chronicles, and if I can just get to the menu right around here, we go to the options menu and look at the sound, the music. We have field and battle BGM set to arrange, basically the remix soundtrack. However, to the keen ears, the version of those who get in our way or obstacles in our way, despite us having the arranged soundtrack on in the options menu, it actually played the original version. A good way to see it or hear it is the emphasized guitars, and when the music stops and it plays 2 beats of a percussion piece, the original has a bog standard synth drum. The Definitive Edition has 2 hits of a cymbal. As a drummer, I definitely know that for a fact. So I don't know whether it is a bug.
Oh, you want to throw it away?
Oh, did I just... Oh, I did a bad, didn't I? I did a bad, didn't I?
Yeah. Let me throw lamp. No.
Oh, guess what I'm doing? Speaking of the Definitive Edition, I'm glad I have this handy. My bad, sorry, I went on autopilot. Yeah, so I don't know if it was a glitch or if that's that's used by design. It just feels really weird how they would keep an original composition inside a cutscene if you're holding on to the remixed editions. Speaking of reusing assets, a nice little tidbit is during at a moment in which they all land on junks, they actually use Ricky's topple animation to emphasize him falling down. So, I guess you could say Monolith cut corners where they could.
Just like Melia's idle animation.
An idle animation became, or attacking art became, an idle animation. Very weird. Anyway though, here you are, chap.
Hello.
Hey, you want to fix the lamp? That's not going to be easy. You'll need an EVA cylinder and 2 Crabble fix parts. I can see you've already got the EVA cylinder. You'll just have to get the Crabble fix parts from Junk Crabbles. Bring me the items and I'll fix it. I'm interested to get a look at the lamp anyway. Oh, are you serious with 1 off? Ah!
The Junk Crabbles can be found in the Ether Mine, and they're one of the rarest enemies around because there's only like 2 of them. God! Well, that's Colony 9 done for a bit, so I guess we'll move on and do somewhere else. You know what? Not gonna do Colony 6, right, yeah, you know what? Frontier Village. That's a good place to make me feel happy. I'm not all about murdering people. Goddamn Crabbles.
You don't want to murder Crabbles.
Not yet. At least not in a way that's gonna seem like awkward or out of place.
It's just like, oh, we'll take down Egil, but oh, I don't want to harm that little itty bitty Crabble.
It's similar to what happened in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's like, oh, guess what? Nia's been imprisoned. Let's do side quest with me and Tora. Meanwhile, Nia's in prison going, they bloody forgot about us, didn't they, the bastards? There is one area of medicine in which I do not excel. Do you know what it is? No, could you tell me how stupid you are? It is dental treatment, and it seems like my rival Yusa is also doing studies in that field. I want to be the first to perfect my dental treatment methods. What's up? Don't tell me you have a toothache.
I was getting some work done on my teeth when I ended up with this body. Hold on, my toothache is gone.
I can see you're not quite a hom-hom. Do you mind if I examine you? Scrippy Dumbass, no, not here or not while you be chucked into that pool. And that's being nice.
No need, no need. There's nothing wrong with me.
Okay, well, either way, I need horns. Please get them and kill. Also, I like how the lamp is above is just swinging back and forth saying, ooh, guess what you need to fix? Guess what you need to fix? It's literally dangling in front of our face like a goddamn carrot. A very shiny carrot. It's like that was saying, you must get the evil lamp. Ooh. Good freaking lord. Well, anyway, those have been my thoughts on just the odd choices they've been making. Meanwhile, Rono's is pushing out the way like nobody's business. Let's have a chat before you kill someone, Rono. Strange friends, do you know what a mixer is? It's a very handy hom-hom device. I want to get one made for me. Oh dear. A friend of mine put in big order for sweet treats. I want to make the sweet treats as quickly as easy as possible. Find a mixer for me. I could do a job easy. A mixer? If we could get the right parts, we could easily make one. Really? Whoa! Please.
Yeah, you need Shulk as the lead for this.
Oh, friend, so wonderful of you to help fulfill a wish of mine. My wish has come true. Sweets. my sweets. Anyway, we need generic blades and generic shafts in which we did not get. And guess what? Even though there is M64 units in the... You know what I mean. We're having a bad run on a side quest which got nothing to do with what you can't do. But you know what we can do? Maybe. No. Never mind. I was hoping to get a heart-to-heart done, but then I forgot. I can't. Can I at least get something right before I end? I really want to end the episode with getting at least one thing fulfilled. What did you need?
So friends found a small room under the coffin?
Oh my god.
And a single treasure inside? It may have a custom of the giants to build a secret room. Then these very intriguing results. Now let friends have the contents of the treasure chest. No worry, we had that ages ago. Lupa has no interest in riches, and friends may find them useful. Please take this piece of giant's treasure too. It's an old family heirloom. I've finished studying it. Friends might find a use for it. I told Grandpapawn I'd solve the riddle of King Agnes' tomb. Now I have fulfilled that promise.
We got something of which we should have done ages ago. The Barry Nasher, it's all good. It focuses on a little bit of defense, but no, nothing much. And by the way, you have to take that treasure.
I'm glad, because I was worried you'd forget it.
You know what? I want to block off a special item. That's like saying, would you want the Monado?
Well, I think it is possible to hand back Eater and Armor records.
Why would you do that?
I'm sure some people might have button mashed accidentally, and I've done that.
I don't want anything. It's fine. These gods of 50 shots are mocking me.
What about Melly and Ricky at the top?
Probably not. Oh, are we able to?
Might be able to do Melly and Dumbbends there. Yeah.
Hooray! We can finally do it at the end of the episode because we haven't done a heart-to-heart in ages. So you know what? I think now I've now is a good time to do it.
Meanwhile, Elvis and Dixon are like, "What are you guys doing?"
Shulk, I don't mean to be rude, but the Mechonis. Shut up, Elvis. We're having a moment.
I, Dunban, am having a moment with Melia. I don't understand. Why is that important? Because I'm Dunban. And Dunban is cool. So, after a long time, we've seen these characters grow. But you know what? Let's see how they look at things personally. So, true natures, let's go.
This flower is much like one that used to grow by Earth's sea.
Used to? You mean it doesn't anymore?
Alas, the breed was wiped out. None like this grow there anymore. But its seeds must have dispersed all the way here and taken root. Isn't nature beautiful?
I can see you love flowers, Melia.
I do adore them. I like nothing more than finding new species on our travels. How about you, Dunban? Do you like flowers?
Oh, yes, I like them. I do have an art called Blossom Dance, after all.
You do? This is surprising. I didn't get that impression from you at all.
And you think it's wise to judge a book by its cover?
That was not my intention. It's just that I pride myself on being a good judge of character.
Fair enough. Well, it just so happens that you're right. Flowers have never interested me. The reason is, one day they wither and die.
I see. Flowers are transient, so it's hard to get attached to them. As with soldiers in battle, death is always knocking.
You are very wise, Melia. To put it another way, I feel that loving a single flower is wrong. If we concentrate on one flower, the rest, the garden may be lost. The water and the soil and the land and the skies. Which is most important, I do not know. So, I give my attention to all. I started thinking about it like that at my younger days.
I had never considered it from that perspective before. You see things very differently to me. It is most intriguing.
I intrigue you now. I'll take that as a compliment.
You are welcome. I think I know the perfect flower for you, the renowned Stardrop. None can deny its beauty. All other flowers bow down and wilt at its magnificence.
Lovely as it sounds, I'll have to pass. If it's a present, I won't say no. But only because it's you, Melia. I get to know characters even more. Let's face it, Dunban does love his flowers. Absolutely. Despite what he says, he cuts me down to that comment. And of course, Melly is the princess who owns the flowers. Well, in the villa at least. But what would happen if we went a little deeper? By deeper, let's go a deeper look into Melia and the other things she feels. I'll be honest, not really.
I don't get the impression that you dislike them at all that strongly.
Maybe it's just that you like them so strongly? You can't imagine someone might not like flowers at all.
That's not what I meant. It's just, if you had hated flowers, you wouldn't tread so carefully around them.
I am beaten by your powers of observation.
I can always see a person's true nature from how they act in public. I've studied you all ever since we met.
Then tell me about Shulk.
Why Shulk? We were talking about you.
Shulk is a strange one. He plays with junk, you know. Yet you trust him implicitly. I just want to know why.
It is not just Shulk. I trust all of you.
And I appreciate him, Melia. Even though I know I am second to another.
How dare you? I would never suggest that Shulk is first in my estimation.
I believe you just did.
Enough of this conversation. You are not second, third, or fourth. You are last.
I know. But Shulk is first, right? I don't know why. I just love that. Just Melia just breaking character, be like, no, I do not love Shulk. Who said anything about Shulk? Shut up! Just shut up! Just silence your mouth! Your filthy hom's mouth! I hit a nerve spot, I see. Oh well. Before we end things off though, you there, we need to talk.
Very jammy not want to stay in this village. Will not go out while sun's up. Others treat me different. I want to live in a village about this size with lots of greenery, but with few Nopon in it.
No time like the present. Gonna go only 6.
You mean such a dream village actually real? Berry Jammy want to go there. Hum will definitely accept Berry Jammy for what I am. Will not treat me different because of Miss Sweetness thing. Thank you, friends. Oh yeah, don't we still have monsters we need to fight off?
Yep, we do. She's walking into about a war zone, as if it's any different. But I think on that note, guys, we are gonna end things there. We talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of good, a lot of bad, and also we moved things along regarding characters, as well as just other things regarding different nations. So I think we're gonna call things there. Thank you very much for watching. If this video, well then like the video. If you dislike it, well then you can join Melia in the Sourpuss region. yes man, you hide down there in shame. But if you like content like this and want to subscribe, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time, which hopefully will piss off less people and Charlotte will still be bugging out. I think Melia's concerned, and rightfully so. See you next time, guys. We'll take it to a doctor. Oh no, wait, shoot, she's a medic. God damn it!
And the Nopon doctor wants to be a dentist.
Sorry, Charlotte. There's nothing we can do. Oh, well, get over it, just like got over Gado.